So today we are going to look on string function. So you are welcome to today's class, everyone. We are going to look on string function. String function is the functioning part of a string where we use the strip, we use the restrip, is strip, and so on and so forth. So we are going to look on the example on strip in Python programming language. So I will write our today's topic on this place. Today today is string function. So I will create a variable called string. Let me use the complete string. I'll create a variable called string. So then I will use the two quotes. Then I'll give a space. I will run. I will run it. I will run it. So let me run to see our results. So let me run. It's processing. So now we will use the strip function in a string. The strip function is used to remove a space from the beginning. I created this space. So I want to remove this space. I will use a strip function in Python programming language. The strip function, I will use the strip function to remove it like this. My my string. Then I will use dots strip. Dot strip is a function in Python, meaning I will inside this bracket I will choose the part which I want to remove. I will choose the part which I want to remove. Now when I run it, you see this space here I created will not be there. This space here will not be there. So let me run it. Did you see it? Huh? So this is how the strip function works. So I'll go on to the restrip. The restrip in Python, the restrip. So I will use the restrip function to replace. So to replace or to remove the white space at the end. To remove the white space at the end. Maybe I will just remove this space at the end. So I will use a restrip like this. Then when I run it, you see I've already removed the end space. So it's just remaining this. That is how to use the restrip. So we are going to look on how to work with removing different outline or styles. So I'll create an example for us to remove a styles attached to a string or to a word. So I will declare a variable now. Let me declare a variable. Let me copy this. Let me copy this. Then I'll paste it here. Then I'll use a star like this. I'll use a star like this again. I'll write something attached to it. Let me say all the best. All the best. Then I will use a stars at the ending. So I want to remove these stars. This is how it works. Then let me remove it our using our strip. Using our strip. So using our strip, I will remove it like this. Let me name this one as 2. Then I will create a code for it. Then name this one as 2 again. Then inside this strip, I will have to inside this bracket, I will have to declare what I want the system to remove for me. What I want the system to remove for me. I want the system to remove the star. So create I'll create this one of the star. I'll tell the Python programming language to remove the first part of the star for me because I don't need it. It will remove the first part and the last part for me. So when I run it like this, it will show another. So I've not run this one. So let me run the first one, then run it again. You see, it has already removed this first part and the last part of it because I declared that the string should remove the star, should remove the star. This is how it works using the strip function. So I explained how to remove the last part of the space here. Now we are going to work on how to remove this side, the right side. This is the right and this is the left. So we are going to remove the left side of this space. We are going to remove it using the L strip. The L strip will remove the left side. So let me create a code now. Now I'll copy this and paste it here again and write L. This L means that the right strip of this the right strip of this space, remove it for me. So once I run it, this space here will be removed automatically. Look at it. Did you see it? I just need your comment.
Sorry.
Okay, since you are following, so I will go to I'll go on how to remove all the space, like everything. from the right, from the right. I want to remove everything here from the right. So I'll copy this one. Let me just copy and paste it here again. Let me use it like this. Then when I mention arrow strip, it will remove the right side for me automatically. So when I run it, did you see it? This these stars here has been removed using the right strip. So this is how it works. Now we are going to know how to work on cases in alphabet. Cases, the upper cases, the lower cases. So I'm going to teach you on how to work with your Python string function to change a word to upper or lower case. So let me declare a variable. Let me declare a variable. A variable. Let me use cases. No, cases is a keyword. So let me use okay, changing cases. Changing cases. So now I will use a quoted string. Now quoted string to write hello world. Hello world. Now this hello world, I want to change everything to lower cases. So let me change this H to upper and this W to upper. Now I want to change everything like this to lower case.
Okay.
So I want to change everything to lower case. Now I will write code like this. Case changing, sorry.
Okay.
I'll write it like this, changing case dot lower with bracket. Automatically when I run it, it will process it and change everything here and change everything here. So let me see my errors. Let me see, let me debug it. So what is wrong? So I'm coming, let me check what is wrong. Okay, I've not run it. So once I run it now, it will work. Now everything here is now lowercase. If I want to change it to uppercase, see the same thing apply. I will just let me copy this again and paste it. So let me use the upper, the uppercase. Now, okay, everything here is now upper case. The hello word is now uppercase. So if you are following, just give me a thumbs up. So let me know if you are following.
I can't even. How are they take react? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, nice. I see that you are following. Okay. Thank you for your thumbs up. Now, so for those who just joining, I just saw that some people joining. This class have been in progress since on Sunday. So if you are not understanding what I'm teaching currently, you might go back to our YouTube video to watch what we learned in last class so that you can have a good understanding of what we are doing now. Thank you for listening and thank you for joining. So let's continue. Now, I want to change it to let me use um let me replace everything. Like I want to replace the H to another thing entirely, another
Another.
letter entirely. So
All right.
please kindly mute your mic so that when I tell you to speak, you speak, please. So I want to change it, so I'll just do it like this. I will do it like this. I will say replace dot replace. Python have a function called dot replace. Replace replace. Look at it. Automatically it will give me what I want to replace. So so I want to replace this first HE in hello world to HO. So I will do it like this. I will use a string. I'm coming. I will use it like this. E HE comma then HO. So this is the old one. This is the old H here. Now I am telling the Python programming language to replace it with this HO. This HE, please replace it with this HO. That is what I'm telling the Python programming language to do for me. Now when I run it, automatically it will replace it for me. Wait, I'm coming. It's not giving me what I want. So let me see what I okay. Let me see. Now I'm coming. Let me debug the error. Okay, H. Let me use the capital letter. Now I want to run it again. It's still giving me. Wait, I'm coming. It's not working. It's supposed to work. It's supposed to work. Okay. Let me run this. Let me run it again. Wow. Where am I making mistake now? Where am I making the mistake? I'm coming. So I'm coming. So let me. Okay, let's end this for now. So I'll check on how to do it again. I'll give you in the subsequent class. So let's go to another one using the count. Now I want to create a variable. Now let me use um, var, then I'll I'll say it's equal to string. Let me use 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, and 3. So I'm writing an example of what we want to do now. So I want this Python to give me the count of how many ones and how many two is present and how many three is present. No, I'll use a function called the dot count. Now, when I call var, then I say dot count. Now I want to give the Python programming language to count a particular uh, uh, alphabet, a particular thing mentioned here, particular number mentioned here. So I'll write it like this. Now give it the one I want it to count. When I run it, you see it will say two because it's only two present, like one, two present here. So let me do another example again. var equal to, let me say dot count. Let me say dot count two. It will count how many two is present there for me. Why is it not running? Okay, let me check for my error. So, oh, equal to. So now the two present here is two, one is three, one, two, three present. So do you understand what I just did? If you understand, kindly signify so that, okay. Now, so I will be, let me go back again to see what is wrong here. So you know it's trying an error. So let me see what is wrong because I know my program was correct. Now let me try it again. So let me try it again. Let me change the variable name. Let me change the variable name to changing. Okay, let me change the variable name to see what was wrong. So let me run. So let me run. Let me run. So when I run it, I want to see. Wow, yeah. You see, you know why my own did not work at the first time? It just the Python recognized that I have two variable name the same name, so I cannot change it. So I have to change the variable name, then run it again. So this is how to use the replace function. This is how to use the replace function. You make sure that what the variable name is what you are using to replace what you declared. So let's move to the next again. So you know Python string function have a lot of function. So I've teach you about how to use the count and all. So we are moving to lists, or we are moving to lists. We are moving to lists of items. So I want to declare a variable. I want to declare a variable now called my string. My string. Let me use my string 8. No. my string 4. Now I want to declare a variable with collection of lists of numbers now. So 2, 4, 1, let me use 2, 2 again, 3, 5, 5 again, let me use 6, 7. So I want I want these these numbers to be arranged in a list. So I want it to be arranged in a list for me. So I will use, well, okay, let me print it out. Let me print it out so I have a good understanding of what I want to teach you now. String 5. So once I run it, I'm coming. Okay, let me run it again. Let me run the first one. I always forget to run the first one. So let me run the second. So it will print it on a straight line for me. So it will print it on a straight line for me. Now I want this Python programming language. I want this Python to break it down for me. To break it down for me by splitting them into a straight line, not like this, not like this, to a straight line using a list, using a list. Now I will declare a variable called list. I will declare a variable called my list, my list, my list equal to, then I will use this variable I declared here. So let me copy it and paste it here. Dot, I will use my split. Our last class I taught about splitting. So I will use the split function now to split everything and put it in a list for me. A list a list has equaling braces. Equaling braces. Now I want to print my list now. You see that my list will be printed in a straight line. List, now I want to print it out now. You see the result. It will print it on a straight line. So did you see it? Everything is on a straight line using the comma, and this is a list. A list always arrange word in a square bracket. So remember, a list always arrange word in a square bracket. So now I want to, like, I want to, let me use combination using a format, using a format to combine a list of items together using format. You know, in Microsoft we have formatting and all. So I want to create a list of items, then combine them together. I'll combine them together. So let me declare a variable. Let me declare a variable item. Item, let me say item 1 is equal to equal to 40. Item 2 is equal to, let me say, 55. Then item 3 is equal to, let me say, 44. No, okay, 44. Then I'll create a list. I'll create a list of items. Let me say what the item costs. Hmm? I'll use uh, uh, cost price, or let me cost price. Let me use a cost price. Declare a variable called cost price. Cost price. Now, the cost price, I will write a collection of item 1, item 2, item 3. Then I want the Python programming language to combine the cost price of item 1 and item 2 for me. Maybe the cost of item 1, item 2, item 3 are 40, 50. I want to combine all of them together. So this is how it works. Now, since I've already listed the item and their prices, look at how it will work. Now, let me, okay, cost of item 1, cost of item 1, comma, item 2, and item 2, and item 3 are, so this is where the logic comes in. This is where the logics come in. Now, the curly braces will be used to impute all these items, will be used to impute all these numbers inside. So once I create a curly bracket, open and close curly bracket, once I create it, 3 of them, automatically when I'm printing them using the printing format, this item will be insert inside there. You see the result at the end. So let me continue. So now I want to print it now. This is where the printing format come in. Now using the print, then cost price dot format in in uh, in Microsoft we have formatting, how to format. So but this type of format in Python is how to combine, yeah, is how to combine a word or a numbers. Now this is a function. A function always come with their own bracket. Once you see a word with brackets, this purple bracket, or yeah, with a colorful bracket, you know it's a function. It's a function. This format is a function. Now I have created a function of a format. Now item 1, I will I will write the variable names. So I'll write the variable name of each of the item I want it to format, comma, item 2, item 3. Okay, you will see the result now. I want to print it for you to see the result. Wow, this is the result. Hello, if you are following. I need your thumbs up. Hello. Okay. So please read it for me. Read what you saw here. Any person, please. Okay. I'm waiting. Please unmute your mic and speak now. So let us make this class interactive. Don't just come and mute. So I want you to speak. Oh yeah, more. Good news, Mr. Light. Hello.
Hello. We can hear you, sir.
Okay, speak. So
You see him for
read it for me.
say cost of item so item 40, 50, 55, and 44. So
Wow,
you see the item.
nice. So you guys are following. So I just want to hear from you guys so that I will know that I have students
So
present. So
the under list you select the items you are okay.
okay, okay. Let me continue the teaching. So can you mute your mic?
All right.
So now we are going to learn on how to let me say alignment. No, not now. Maybe how to change alphanumeric, how to change numeric if it's numeric and all. So let me do it now for you to see. So I'll create a variable called my, let me use my string to, no, let me use a variable called my string, let me say my string 7, then equal to, then I will write a list of numbers. Let me use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like this. So I want to check if all this is alphanumeric, if it's numeric, if it's decimal, if it's numeric. So now for us to know if it's numeric or alphanumeric, now we have to use the is alphabet function, the is numeric function, is decimal function, is numeric function. That is how to know the type a particular number belongs to. So let me print it like this, print brackets, my string, my string 7, my string 7, then dot is alpha, is alpha, you know, it wants to check if it's alphabet. Now if I print it, you see it will write false. Oh, let me see where my error comes in. Okay, there's no T. Now let me rerun it again. So now when I run it, it will say false, false, because it's not an alphabet. But if I use is numeric, it will say true. If I use is alphanumeric, it will say true. Let me use is alphanumeric. Let me use let me run it. You see, the first one said false and the next said true because this is an alpha numeric. It's an alpha numeric. It's an also it's also numeric. So let me try is numeric to show our result. So you see, it shows us that is numeric. Now let's go again to check if it's a decimal. You use a decimal the print decimal the function is decimal function is decimal. When I run it, automatically you see the first one said false, the second one said true, the other one said true, true, like that. This is how to check if it's alphanumeric or numeric. So let's move to the other parts. So 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 I'm going to mm, go into list proper. A list. I just teach you some of the things in list, but I want to go into list proper, creation of list. Now we are going to creation of list. Creation of list. Creation of list. Now, creation of list. What is a list? Now, let me give you the definition of a list. A list. A list is an ordered ordered sequence. Ordered sequence. Let me say sequence of items. Items. So we can have different data type under a list. E.g., we can have an integer, float, and a string in a list, meaning you can have any type of data type, either string, float, inside a particular list. Now, let me give you let me give you an example on how to create a list. So let me write a code on how to create a list. Now, let me write list one. Okay, list is a keyword. Now let me use list one. Okay, let me use list one, then equal to, when I use this square bracket and run it, it will print an empty item. It will print an empty item. Now I want to check the type. I told you about checking type in Python. How to check the type. Now when I print type, when I print type, then list one and run it, you see the class is a list. You see class list. This is how to declare a list using a square bracket. Using a square bracket, this is how to declare a list. Now, so we are going to write an example of a list. Let me copy this list 2, list 2, okay, 10, comma, 30, comma, 60. Now, this is an example on how to create a list of items, a list of an item. So, this is an example of how to create a list of an item. So, you can even use a floating point, a floating number that has a point or a alphabet. So, now we are going to look on how to create a nested list. A nested list. A nested list. A nested list means list inside a list. A list inside a list. And I will show you an example on how to create a nested list. Now, let me use lists. Let me declare a list 3, list 3, list 3, list 3. Now I will maybe say 49, comma, 50, 50, 50. Then I'll create another list again. Let me say 60, comma, 78. This is how to create a nested list. This is how to create a nested list. This means that creating a list inside a list is known as a nested list. So we go into a mixture of lists. You can create a mixture of lists that combine with alphabets, letters and all. So I want to go into list indexing. We talk about indexing in string. So indexing in list is also the same. We have the backward and forward indexing. So I will I will try to let me try to give you a picture of what list indexing is. List indexing. Okay, let me run it, give you a picture of list indexing. Now let me give you an example. Let me give you an example of list indexing. Now look at this. Now look at this. You see, this is a list indexing. This is a picture of a list indexing. You see jigs for jigs, jigs for jigs. Now to get this G is O. This is what I taught you in string indexing. So they are similar. They are similar, and it's also called slicing. So let me go back to our class. Now we want to create a list of an item, then index it, like get an index of it. So let me show you an example. Let me show you an example. Let me show you an example. Let me say list 4 equal to Let me copy this number. Then now I want to get this list for this particular number inside here. I want to get this 10. This is how to get it. Now I will, you know, here is this 10 is 0 in forward. Here is 0, 1, 2. Now when I put 0, I will get 10. Did you see it? I need your response. Hello, I need your response. Give me a thumbs up. Hello. Yeah, I saw your thumbs up. Now, this is how to get the first number, 10. So, so I want to access, let me use access. Hello, somebody want to speak?
I'm hearing you want to access this number.
Okay, okay. So, let me access this one. Let me access 30. I will use 1 to access 30. Yeah, 1. Because in forward, 10 is 0, 1, 2. In backward, here is -1, -2, -3. So let me access it using backward indexing. Let me use -3. -3, I will get 10. Still the same thing. So this is how slicing work. So let me see if I can get, okay, let me create a nested, let me create a nested list now. Let me create a nested list and let me show you an example. This is a nested list called 5. Now for me to access this number here, um for me to access this number here, this list here, I will I will say list, maybe this is a nested list. This is a nested list. Now for you to access this particular list here, now here is 0, in backward here is 0, 1, 2, in forward here is 0, 1, 2. So this numbers here is 1, this list here is 2, and this list here, no, I'm this thing is just confusing. So this number here is 0, 1, 2. That is how it works. So now let me access this list, second list here. So let me use 0, then another list again, 2. Let me use 2. It's showing me an error. I'm coming. I'm coming, patient. Okay, now I know my error. The minus, the equal to Joe. Okay, the equal to. So let's patient my network. So let me use 1 to see. Let me use 1. No, what is wrong? I want to debug this error. Eh, let me see what is wrong. So this is how Python works. Definitely you must come across errors. So you just have to try to understand what you are coding on. So let me see my errors. Let me watch out for my errors. Let me remove the first time, see what will happen. It will print out 10. Now 10, okay, 0, 1, 2, 3. Let me put 3 to see. Wow, you see? Yeah, this is 1, 0, 1, 2, and this one is 3. Automatically, Python will name here as 3. Now, this other list now, Python will name it as 4. So let me see 4. Look at it. It will bring out 4. Now, for me to access this list now, this list of item. Now, since I have 4, let me try this if it will work. So let me use now 4, 4, 0, 1. Okay, let me say 0, 4, 0. Wow, wow, 4, 0. So this is 4 and this is 0, 0, 1. This is how it works. So if I put 2 here, 1 here, it will print 78. 78. So you know why it's print 78? Automatically, said tell the Python programming language to print the number before this. The number before this. Now, for me to get 49, now 60 is 2. If I press 2, then press 0, automatically I will get 49. I'm coming.
Yes, yes. So much.
Okay, please wait. I just saw something. Okay, let me see.
Can you help me to? No,
Please mute your mic.
no.
Please mute your mic. It show me integer object is not subscriptable. Integer object is not subscriptable, meaning I cannot access it. I cannot access it like
No.
that. Please mute your mic. Okay, I'm coming. Let me use 3. Hello, please mute your mic. Now, you see, I access it. I access the 49 using 3 here and 0. This is a list inside a list. I said in this list 3, print the number close to a list inside. Hello, do you understand what I'm explaining? Hello, I need your response. Just give me a thumbs up. Hello, okay. Now I will continue from here tomorrow. I will continue from here tomorrow. So today I just stress out and I have a lot to do. That's why you see I'm not even talking very loud. So I just decided to rush into class. So let's see. Tomorrow we continue where we stop. Good night and have a nice day. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate your efforts. And I just need a description from you